offering specialized medical oversight to enhance regulatory adherence, capacity building programs to strengthen aeromedical certification, and regulatory guidance to harmonize medical fitness assessments and decision-making processes. Through collaboration with ICAO, ISAF, regional offices, CAM can actively contribute to ensuring that aeromedical standards across the region align with international best practices, enabling a seamless and efficient regulatory environment for aviation professionals. The demands placed on pilots, air traffic controllers, and aviation personnel continue to evolve, with factors such as long-haul operations, congested airspaces, and increasing air traffic complexity contributing to raising fatigue levels. CAM's expertise in aeromedical research and fatigue risk management will provide critical insight to support like fatigue risk management programs for operators and regulators, psychiatric protocols aligned with ICAO guidelines to enhance mental health awareness and peer support systems, and structures psychological assessment and stress management training for aviation professionals. CAM has the potential to serve as a leading center for aeromedical research and training in the region by advancing evidence-based policy making. The center will ensure the medical standards keep pace with the evolving needs of the aviation industry. Key areas of research already taking shape include the upper age limit, as Emil again talked about the age, the upper age limit for pilots and its impact on medical fitness and performance, medical disclosure trends among aircrew to improve transparency in aeromedical assessments, and finally, best practices in aeromedical training to enhance the capacity of aviation examiners and medical assessors. By equipping aviation medical professionals with the latest knowledge and tools, CAM will strengthen aeromedical decision-making processes and contribute to overall enhancement of aviation safety in East Africa. The intersection between public health and aviation has never been more critical. As the global aviation sector adopts the post-pandemic realities, biosecurity measures, disease surveillance, and rapid medical responses capacity have become essential components of air transport safety. CAM has the potential to work closely with ICAO's CAPSCA program to support implementation of public health surveillance strategy at airports and other entry points, strengthening of health screening protocols to mitigate the risk of airborne disease transmission, and enhancement of emergency response framework to ensure preparedness for future health crises. By integrating public health best practices into aviation safety frameworks, CAM will help fortify the region's resilience against emerging health threats. The success of CAM exemplifies the power of the region cooperation, strategic foresight, and regulatory commitment. ICAO itself remains dedicated to support East African aviation medicine advancement, ensuring that the region not only meets but exceeds global safety and aeronautical standards. I commend CASOA, the government of Kenya, and all EAC partner states for their dedication to this initiative. Moving forward, let us strengthen our collaboration to ensure that aviation medicine remains our cornerstone of safety innovation, and resilience in the global aviation. I thank you.
Thank you, DRD. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the East African Community Secretary General to make her remarks at this occasion. Thank you. Welcome, madam.
Thank you very much. Nikizingatia itifaki zote ambazo zimetengwa, ninashukuru sana kwa kuwa hapa, and because I've lost a few people along the way, I'll come back to our language, but I can see the DG here is very happy. It is a great honor to be here, and I wish to recognize, of course, the presence of my young brother, my friend, my former colleague, PS Dakar. It's an honor to have you here and to be with you. The chairperson of the Board of Directors for Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, the chairperson, the Board of Directors for Eac Cam, Director Generals of Eac Partner States, Civil Aviation Authorities, distinguished aviation leaders and professionals. We've listened to a lot of speeches, so I'm hesitant to even read my speech because I think everything needed to be said has been said. But allow me to say this. First of all, for the PS here, I don't know if you all realize it. I know that PS is very popular, our chief guest today. In the circles, in the industry, I've heard a lot about how well he's doing. But I'll tell you two facts that you don't know about him, or maybe you didn't know. Did you know that PS Dagar is the youngest PS in the cohort of PSs in Kenya? Did you all know that? We will not divulge his age, but he's quite young. Sijui kama bado mpatajiko. Secondly, PS Dagar is the first principal secretary in the history of the Republic of Kenya to be appointed from Mombasa. So he's already made history there. I want to share another accolade. I saw people looking up here and listening to the remarks that were read on the behalf of the chairperson of Kenya Civil Aviation by the director Liz. I don't know if she's disappeared. There you are. I'm sure you found it hard to walk in the grass just as I did. But I think it's important to celebrate young women such as Liz, who is also about the PS's age, and she's an aeronautical engineer. Obviously a captain of industry, CEO of the airline, I think, operators. So we have a lot of firsts. I think we should always celebrate such. So even as we celebrate our seniors and on whose shoulders we walk on, like the DG, let us celebrate the young, because the young and the old, that's what makes the society. So I'm really privileged to join you here today at the inauguration of the East African Community Center for Aviation Medicine. It's a milestone that underscores the community's unwavering commitment to regional integration, aviation safety, and human capital development. This is just not a facility, it's a strategic investment in the future of air transport in East Africa, ensuring the well-being of aviation professionals and strengthening the resilience of our aviation sector. Distinguished guests of honor, leaders, ladies and gentlemen, the East African Community Secretariat recognizes aviation as a key driver.
We are friends before we are PSs. And the head of public service says in the history of this country, I don't think there's a unit of 51 who work as a unit than us. Thank you, Veronica. You have really you have left a legacy on bringing us together beyond merely having WhatsApp groups to visiting each other just for no particular reason, just to hang out over the weekend and exchange notes. Number two, I felt my head really ballooning up here. I kept on being referred as the chief of PS, but I was under instruction from the PS East African community to represent him here as the chief guest. It's good I disclose that because KASOA is an agency under the East African Community Affairs, and by extension is overseen directly by her office, the Office of the Secretary General of the East African Community. The PS, I would like to pass his apology. PS Abdi, but he is in Kigali for other duties. As the SG mentioned, this for me, my EU will always happen maybe 2 or 3 times, unlike you in the whole year. My issues are very domestic. If it's not Uber drivers striking, there's an accident somewhere. If it's not a plane, I don't know, following up here. So I always have to be 15 minutes within the vicinity. Phase 3 that is ongoing to ensure that this particular facility is fully equipped. And you know I'm a landlord here. I can walk in any time. We have 11,000 acres here. Even KCA has leased from Kenya Airport Authority, and now I think you are subleasing it, which you are going to witness too. But, you know, this building just doesn't. So this is really a major achievement, and the work begins today between the two of you. The gentlemen behind you and beside you have done their best to ensure that this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, would like to make a special recognition in making this project a success.